I think we're live. Hi, everybody. So great to be back with you again, my guides are saying. I really appreciate your patience with me. I'm here to my guides are talking about shining the light, just to be together in the light on this incredible day of 0222, 2022. So most of you know all about the astrology. If you don't, again, I'm always urging you, I do urge you to go and look at Pamela Gregory's video about, she's a fabulous astrologer, video about the Pluto return. So that's what we're here to talk about. And at the end of the video, I'm going to give a couple of updates about what's going on with me and what my future looks like, at least in the moment, and future videos coming out from this channel. Okay, so I'm going to pull some oracle cards as I always do. I want to just light us a candle on this day. It's an evolutionary day. Pluto only returns every, I think it's 245 years, something like that. So we're celebrating the birth of massive evolutionary change here on the planet. If you're here in the United States, it affects us a lot. And if you look at the things that have come in the news over the last, well, we know, right, months, but particularly today and the days following this day as we go forward, we're moving toward the new moon in Pisces, a massive shift in change, literal evolutionary change, the type of change that happened when the United States was formed and the Declaration of Independence was set. Those of you that have been following along, you know the types of things that are coming across to me and the way in which my guides have been focusing on this. So we want to look at the year ahead and take a look at how this moment literally catapults us into the beginning of the dawning of the age of universal consciousness. A lot of tumultuous, my guides are saying, behavior. It's 2022, I think, is going to be a year of challenges, of pushing against the norms, of, I think, more arguments, so to speak, inside societies at large. What is going to be our set point? What do we value? What is it we'd like to discard? So the sky this year in 2022 is going to be extremely active. The eclipse seasons that are coming are very impactful. So please avail yourself of Pamela Gregory or Molly McCord on YouTube. Very, very, my guides love them. Well-centered astrology seers. My guides are calling them seers. So let's jump right in. Thanks for being patient. Thanks for hanging in with me while I've been in my massive shift and change cycle. So I love this. Okay, my guys want this. That's whale. Whale is a swimming library. It is about wisdom that's been carried over the eons, that has been submerged. And we see it now rising to the surface. So that's the primary energy that my guides want to focus on. I'm going to grab something from the beautiful mystical shaman oracle deck. They want this one. Hang on. Spirit, can you please tell us what it is we need to know about these days for the remainder of 2022, the year ahead? Yeah, okay. Two things. We are literally being freed from the past. Do you see the moon cycles? Make sure you avail yourself of what's going on with all the eclipses and the moon seasons. My guides are calling them seasons. So when the shaman's blade comes out and it's upright, that means we have the ability and we have earned the right to free ourselves from that which binds us over these coming months. So that's why I'm speaking about that, because that's what's been coming through to me today. So very important energy as we go through the year, continuing to break free of cycles that have been embedded in our human consciousness, because we're moving away from this particular cycle of growth and change. And how beautiful is that? Look, 4 plus 6, a new start. The serpent is about shamanic energy, and it's fire energy. There's some significant placements in Sagittarius that are coming forward toward the end of the year. So as we move into the future, we're literally burning off the past. We're shedding our skin. We are, there's all kinds of words related to that. They're saying molting and things like that coming through. So it is the mirror image that we have been employing as a facade. And we're going to be able to see clearly now into that which has been our obstruction. That's why we see 2 snakes here. It's very interesting. We also see bird energy in this card. The duality of the way in which we understand and experience our world is going to be shedding its skin to show itself so that we can move beyond that. And my guys are talking about the duality of the illusion of separation. So I'm going to just clip it off there because the guides are talking about the way in which the time that we are moving through is one of mastery. Look, the time master. Do you see the numeral 8? The infinity symbol? Look at that. Gorgeous. So there's a lot of really impactful, beautiful male energy coming forward into these days in order to rectify something that was disordered in the past. And if you've been following my channel, you know a lot about what I think and the things that come through to me about that, especially with the United States. It is not an accident. It's not a mistake that today was the day that the civil rights, my guides are calling it the civil rights trial for the murderers of Ahmaud Arbery was announced. And those gentlemen were all found guilty again. So the guides are talking about bringing these things forward into our literal vision so that we can understand what is no longer needed in this place and what will be falling away. That's part of it. And my guides are saying, and it does go to the notion of duality. So I'm going to pull out the cards and we'll shuffle them up a little bit. We'll see what the guides have to say. I'm going to do a little bit of a short reading today. Okay. We'll see what the theme is that my guides want to speak about. Spirit, what is it that we can know? Yeah, okay. Beautiful. Love energy. Universal consciousness. Piscean energy. So on this day, there's a lot of negative things that we could say. But what we are meant to know is that this is a day for imagining harmony. What is it that we would like to create? And whatever is deepest in your heart goes straight into the universal consciousness of the moment. So allow yourself to imagine harmony. What would it look like? You can get in that magic boat and have your thoughts, and the boat will take you into that destination. So it's a very illuminated day of endings and new beginnings. In whichever way you wish to travel, just pick one and be in your imagination in order to bring forward the strength of that intention and that desire. Look, the strength card. Perfect. Follow the energy. That's what that's all about, okay? And this is about soul travel. Our souls are crossing an evolutionary line. And the way to travel across that line is with our imagination. What can you imagine? What is it that the strength of your conviction brings to you? It's the strength card. No, that one. So allow yourself to be available for healing on this day. There's a lot of things still to argue about and work out. The courtship of battle brings us together. whether we recognize it or not. And it's time to put the sword in the ground in order to connect and stop fighting so that the sacred hut can be warmed. These two people fighting to the death. And through the battle, they realized something very sacred about the connection that the two of them had. And it's the Three of Swords. So we are talking about the heartbreak of the past and the way in which we have been engaging and how we are now able to pull each other up to solid ground. Because we're coming into this age of wisdom. That's the Hermit card. The Counselor of Truth. Develops over a long time, very quietly, very slowly, very deliberately. The sign for Virgo. There we are. That's us on this day, my guides are saying. Deep out into the universe. A shamanic carrying forward into a portal in order to be liberated. So the Death card, the liberator of truth, what truth really is and how we can employ it as we are awakened. The elopement of this battle. Release into the light, the Eight of Swords. We thought we were stuck in a frame, and we're not anymore. And I just love this. Thank you, Spirit. So the first card on the soul level. The beautiful goddess of sovereignty, who looks deep into everyone's soul, who comes across her path, looking for love, looking for healing, water, the water element, the love that she controls. And she is able to just look into the core of someone's being while asking, yes, of course, I will share this with you. What will you give in return? And she requires a kiss. So it's a fabulous fairy tale. You've probably heard it if you've been following along my channel. So indication of the new moon in Pisces and the way our souls are going to have the ability to open so that we can be seen. That's what's coming through about this on this particular day. I like that. And the purpose, of course, is so that we can collect our destiny. The woman of skill. I love her feathered dress. Fully illuminated. There's the quantum energy that my guides talk about. So this next phase that we're moving into, we hold the spool of our destiny. We get to decide. That's what these moments of Pluto are for. Yes, the forces of the universe bear down upon us, and they bring things forward. Massive, destruction. We see it in the weather changes here on the earth. There's a lot going on, as most of you know. The purpose of all this upheaval is to hand us the spool of our destiny and allow us to hold it in these moments in order to serve the energy that is rising with the upheaval, to bring forward whatever our destiny is. It's going to be a great journey. I love this. Seven of Cups. Look at that. See the triple spiral of destiny? It's turning. And in these days, my guides are saying in these dark days of Pluto, because, this is going to go on for the rest of the year, and we're going to be turning toward the evolutionary upshift after some time. And it has everything to do with Uranus in Taurus. The adventure. We get to look at what all the options are. Which couple would like to choose? Do we want several? What is it that is our deepest desire? So we go into this darkness, so to speak, of Pluto in order to have an adventure, to recapture the vibration. That'll help us understand the choice of the cups that we are enjoying or misusing, as the case may be. And of course there's the purpose. Look, the perfecter of energy. Massive awakening in a very deeply spiritual level. The perfecter, Kundalini type awakening. So this is being chosen because of the indication of the 4 seasons. So we are talking about the World card and what is happening here upon the earth because the swastikas are turning. It's very interesting that we're poised on the precipice of war. Okay, sorry, my guys are just chattering. While the swastikas are spinning, it's a perfect Plutonian moment. It is meant to propel us forward. So if you can, my guides are saying, make a little toy. They're talking about toys that you can make in your house with paper and cardboard that has this image on it. And every day, give it a spin. So that as you move through the year, you'll literally be working with the universe. You'll be having whatever thoughts and energies that brings to you. And you'll be helping bring the energy forward. So gang, that's kind of a wrap. I'm just going to spend a few minutes to tell you what's going on with me. I have been working directly with the energy of Pluto in order to bring dissolution and to free myself from the past of what has come forward in my life in order for that next phase to come forward. So I'm grateful for this, and the snake energy too. It's about the fire shaman. Snake energy is. So we are moving through evolutionary, my guys are saying broadband. That's interesting. They're using human terminology. I am there doing my work to the best of my capacity. And the step one was to release myself, let everything dissolve. Everything that has the propensity to bind me to that which I committed myself to. So have been freed, so to speak. You've heard me speak about that. One of the reasons I have not been producing a lot of videos is that I have actually injured my eyes by spending so much time in front of the screen. So my eye doctor said, that's enough of that. You have to rest your eyes. You have to rest. And it was sort of in the midst of that process that I realized how exhausted I was. So I feel like I have finished the mission of Moonrise Cottage, and I'm in the process of creating what is coming next. I actually have purchased a piece of property in the desert in Arizona. I will be leaving in a couple days to travel there. And we'll see how my progress goes forward. I'm going to get settled. I have to come back here. My lease is up in the end of June. So I'm going to go there, settle into that property, claim the property, finish the closing and all that type of thing. And I have to come back and move out of here. So when that happens, I'm sure more will be revealed to me and to you. And I just want to thank everybody for all the things that you are doing. One of the notions that I have is to begin to do the readings live online. So my calendar is open. I am available for readings. Several people have reached out to me. My email is still intact. My website is still intact. Those things will change into whatever their new form is going to be over time. But for this coming year, those are available. So if you want to be in touch, be in touch. And I'll keep you posted, and I'll come back to the readings as soon as I'm able, given what's going on with my eyeballs. Okay, gang? Thanks, everybody, for being here. I really appreciate it. I'll look forward to seeing you again soon. Bye now.